Once, in a time before time, God breathed life into the universe, and the light gave birth to angels, and the earth gave birth to man, and the money gave birth to the sequels. Shit movies condemned to dwell in the bargain bin at your local DVD store. One who watches will be given 3 terrible movies. Upon watching of the third, the unholy legions of terrible sequels will be free to rule cinemas. Fear one thing in all there is. Fear the sequel.
Look at me and tell me what you see. I look at you and tell you what I feel. Look at me and tell me what you see. I look at you and tell you what I feel. Well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves, Scheherazade had 1,000 tales. But master, you in luck, 'cause up your sleeves you got a brand of magic never fails.
Welcome back. Wishmaster 4 Prophecy Fulfilled. It's finally here, the last in this awful franchise. And boy did they save the worst for last. Let's finish this thing. The movie once again starts with the word-for-word opening narration from the first movie, but for this movie to even try and match the original narrated by Angus Scrimm is pointless, and merely sets it up for the inevitable deep, dark fall. The film begins with our main character Lisa and her boyfriend Sam moving into their new house. Also, it's kind of odd how it's always a woman as the main protagonist. Why is that? It doesn't really make sense, regardless of how repetitive it makes the film seem. Even from a mythos standpoint, it doesn't work. There's been one guy to wake the djinn and then never again? That seems unlikely to say the least. So our couple go about enjoying themselves and their new house.
Alright, I need you.
3 minutes. 3 minutes in and there's pointless tits. We haven't even given her name, and she hasn't said a word. So I guess that tells us what the filmmakers think of women. Tits first, acting second. Fuck you. Anyway, they have softcore porn sex for a while and do some partially new drawing. And after leaving the house again, it's 3 years later. Yeah, that flashback was so fucking essential, wasn't it? I mean, the film would just be too damn confusing without it, right? But hey, at least the filmmakers didn't miss out anything important to these characters while they were filming porn. Lisa is visiting her lawyer because her boyfriend was paralysed from the waist down in a motorcycle accident. Didn't feel it necessary to mention that. No, sex, tits, that's what's important, yeah. Just like the last film with its overabundance of nudity. Why change a winning formula, yeah? Moving on, Lisa talks with her lawyer who really wants to get him some Lisa. Which isn't the best idea when you're working on her boyfriend's case. He gives her a crappy-looking metal box which will inevitably contain the gem. And yeah, looking at that box, I think the budget was way down for this film, considering what the other one looked like. And come to think of it, why didn't they just use the same box as last time? It is the same production crew after all. Is a small semblance of continuity too much to ask for, really? The lawyer tries to kiss Lisa without any warning or indication it would be welcome, and she drops the box because she's clearly freaked out by slimy lawyer. She gives him the general platitudes, and then finding the box is broken, she finds the gem hidden inside it. And after just touching the gem this time, she doesn't clean it or give it a rub. All she does is touch it, and that's enough to release the djinn. But obviously he doesn't appear immediately, that would be too easy. After some more talking about feelings, Lisa leaves with the lawyer holding onto the gem to get it appraised. But he actually pawns the gem at a pawn shop. And then the pawnshop guy takes the gem to an appraiser who reacts like this when he sees it.
Hello, Betty.
You know, maybe it's because I'm British, but if someone reacted like that to something I owned, I'd have a... Wait. I think I got turned around into a good movie somewhere. Let's go back. Oh, that's right. The lawyer places the gem in his massive unused wall safe, where it melts right through the metal for no particular reason. Yeah, I'm so glad I corrected that mistake. Lisa gets home and is very angry at the destroyed motorcycle being exposed instead of under the tarp, because getting rid of the broken and unrideable motorcycle is just too damn easy. Inside, Lisa finds her boyfriend, who's now an alcoholic.
You have to have something for dinner.
I did.
I thought that was breakfast.
I do wonder if this will be an offensive representation of people in wheelchairs. Yeah, I don't have to wonder. And Sam is incredibly hostile to the lawyer and implying that Lisa slept with him. With the lawyer trying to sleep with Lisa and this guy's hostility, you can just see the friendship the three are supposed to have shine right through, can't you? Then the subject turns to sex, with Sam saying he's worthless to her because he can't give her sex.
Sex is not that important, Sam.
It is to me. And it was to you before...
Well, considering that sex is the only thing we've seen these characters do before this, I'm sure the filmmakers also think that sex is the only important thing you need. And Lisa finds Sam looking at some nasty-ass porn. But for what reason other than to say he's looking at porn, I'm not sure. Back with the lawyer who's having lighting trouble, that's when the djinn makes his shadowy entrance. And yes, it's still the same actor as the last movie, even though he supposedly died at the end. But continuity was fucked to begin with anyway. The djinn wants to make a deal with the lawyer, who assumes he's from the rival law company trying to intimidate him, hence the gun. Oh, and the djinn is still arrogant and smug as fuck.
If I wanted to scare you, you would be scared. Are you?
And then, as these things obviously go, a foolish wish is made.
I wish you would stop talking in riddles and tell me exactly what the hell it is you want.
So the djinn shows himself and the lawyer promptly fires the gun. You know, he's been shot before. He doesn't seem to be as affected by bullets this time. Oh, that's right. The djinn is powered by this all-powerful thing called the budget. And the budget decides how to show the djinn's powers. And this time, he's decided to make them look really fucking cheap. So the djinn tells the guy his plan because that was his wish and serves as quick and lazy exposition to the audience. With the added side effect of showing this djinn isn't bothered with giving clever wishes or being smart in any way. The djinn cuts the guy's face off, as he does, which somehow kills him. No idea how it killed him exactly, but anyway, the djinn wears his face and he's now the lawyer, complete with his personality traits, as you'll soon see and understand how stupid it is. Back with Lisa, who's giving us a gratuitous shower scene. Sam sees her coming out of the shower, which freaks Lisa out for some reason, even though she left the bathroom door wide open, and then gets all sexy with him downstairs. Can we have some consistency, please? But is this sort of nudity really necessary anymore in films? This was made in 2002, so the internet wasn't really the thing it is today. But seriously, if I wanted to watch porn, I'd watch porn. This sort of titillation is just completely obsolete and serves to show just how old the film is. Plus it's just childish and pathetic. Sexy time is cut short by the lawyer, now the djinn, showing up to say he's going to work on a new strategy for their case and help them get a settlement. But he's disrupting their relationship, so he's still evil. And to prove he's evil, he does this. Ha! You call that evil? That's nothing. What about this? Lisa and the djinn leave to have their meeting in his office, starting out by the djinn making casual references to Caligula, so we know he knew historical figures, just like how he did that in the last movie. I would say the filmmakers should have learned from their lazy writing, but you can't exactly learn much in a week. And then they start to talk about the new strategy to win their case.
Well, tell me what you wish for, and the strategy begins.
Okay, Stephen, don't tell me this was just a game to get me alone with you.
Play the game, Lisa, and then judge me. Come on, make a wish.
Well, at least he's being direct this time, so the wish is made.
I wish that you could make them settle this case.
The djinn lawyer calls his opponent, magically giving him documents to sign, which he flat out refuses. So then, with some choice phrases from our djinn, the other lawyer begins to mutilate himself.
Oh, no, don't hang up. Doug, I'm certain we can settle this thing right now. Well, I suggest you hold your tongue until we're finished.
He even cuts off his nose, to spite his face of course, only for it to spontaneously grow back seconds later. That djinn can do anything, can't he? And then the documents are sent, and the lawyer shoots himself, and magically the fax doesn't show any of the blood on it either. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but apart from the lawyer guy dying, that was a good wish. So it's taken this long for the djinn to finally realise that giving the wisher good wishes is in his best interests? Well, it's a fucking revelation, isn't it? Also, I wouldn't be surprised if the writer is having the djinn give good, accurate wishes because they can't actually think of any ironic twists or clever wishes this time. Lisa gets the papers and is pleased, giving the djinn a kiss. And the djinn's heart grew 3 sizes that day. I'm actually being more serious than you might realise. She gets home and shows Sam that he's a freaking multi-millionaire.
$10 million. They settled and faxed the agreement right to his office.
Great.
Oh. You know, that really wasn't the reaction I was expecting. But seriously, who would act that way after finding out he's a multi-millionaire? Yes, Sam's in a wheelchair, and the writers offensively think he should feel sorry for himself regardless of what happens. But this isn't realistic at all. And then the djinn calls to make more plans for a celebratory dinner, which seems to be how these scenes have gone so far. Lisa and the lawyer meet up, Lisa gets home, the lawyer asks Lisa to meet with him, Lisa gets home, etc, etc. This film had better mix it up quickly or, well, I'm going to keep giving it a shitty review. Lisa meets with the djinn in a restaurant. I assume it's a Middle Eastern style restaurant because the filmmakers need everything to revolve around the djinn. And once again, there's more of the same relationship bollocks that these characters have been talking about over and over for the last 20 fucking minutes. However, Lisa then makes a wish.
I just wish Sam could walk again, you know?
So yeah, the djinn gives another good wish, and gives Sam the ability to walk again. He endures a lot of pain when it happens, but I don't see a downside here. And then, when the waitress returns and sees a couple kissing...
Wish someone kissed me like that.
Oh, they will.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
She gets kissed passionately by everyone she walks past. Oh, well, except for her. Not exactly the passionate kiss she wished for there. And again, we really didn't see a downside. Don't get me wrong, there obviously is a downside to being kissed by everyone, but they didn't show it. And surely that's the main point of these fucking films. It's be careful what you wish for. Clearly this film's given up. Lisa gets back and sees Sam walking, and then the djinn walks in too.
How was dinner?
It was great. Normally I'd say I wish you were there, but that would be a lie. Obviously, you've been busy here with something much more important.
These are not real people. No one acts like it's in fact a fucking miracle. I mean, the djinn is exempt because he knew already, but Lisa just wished for it, and when she sees it, just stands there looking confused, and he's still perpetually pissed off. Moving on, the next day at Lisa's store, 1001 Nights, which is not at all a ridiculously crowbarred in reference to the second movie, and the djinn needing 1001 souls. Perhaps it's not smart to highlight the lack of continuity. While chatting, the djinn once again shows up unannounced. You know, anyone else would be kind of annoyed by the way this guy keeps turning up in stalker fashion. And the djinn once again invites her round his place. This is the most boring fucking horror movie ever. Nothing has happened. There's been one death, and barely anything but constant relationship talk. I don't care if it picks up in the second half. This is the worst Wishmaster film by far. But I'm sure you knew I was going to say that. There's also more talking at home, and despite being a walking multimillionaire, Sam is still being a self-pitying dick who seems to be parroting the writer when he seems to only give a shit about sex.
What are you talking about?
Sex, Lisa. I'm talking about sex. How's it been for you lately?
Where are you going?
The only place where I won't be looked at like a patient. And it only cost me $1 a dance.
Once again, Lisa and the djinn get together to talk, and they even move in for a kiss with Lisa backing off, and this is not fucking Wishmaster. Do something, anything more interesting.
I wish I could just love you for who you really are.
The third wish.
Okay, that's a bit better, as the djinn gets her to leave and the rest of the djinn actually make an appearance, telling him to grant the final wish. However, because she wished to love him for who he is, it needs to be given freely, and only she can grant it herself, and blah blah fucking blah, love is the greatest power, blah blah. It's very movie of the week writing, but hey, at least something is fucking happening finally. And the rest of the Jinn tell him the hunter's been awakened, who's never been mentioned before in the series, but obviously he's an angel to fight the Jinn. And it's very clear the writers are getting desperate with this late introduction. The Jinn then randomly goes to see Lisa's friend, and the Jinn is honestly asking relationship advice. Good God, what a pathetic way to end a great character like the Jinn. If you watch the first movie and then see this, with him talking about love over a cup of tea, what the fuck? Seriously, it's like a romantic comedy now. One of the bad ones. Anyway, back at Lisa's, Sam comes back and starts sexing her up, while the Jinn continues talking about relationships until Lisa's friend makes an ill-thought wish.
I wish I was having some killer sex.
Granted.
So yeah, cue the stupid as hell death by orgasm scene.
I'll have what she's having.
And I hope the sex noises she makes got you off, because apart from knowing she died, we never see her again or know what specifically happened to her. So I can only assume it's supposed to be some more titillation, otherwise it's completely fucking pointless with zero payoff. Meanwhile, Lisa is having, well, I'm sure you can guess, until the Jinn turns up. Now, was that a vision, or was she genuinely dreaming of being raped by the Jinn, without much reason to? The Jinn wasn't doing it, he was off having tea and biscuits. And Lisa hasn't had any other visions up till now, so it really doesn't make much sense. After waking up from the nightmare, Sam shows up just to be a dick and not listen to her, then walking out, so that's nice. The next day, Sam is going through some old stuff and comes across the drawings he did of Lisa that look nothing like her. He's drawn her naked, and yet she's clearly wearing a sheet. You know, I don't think that's a drawing of Lisa. Just saying. And then, for no reason whatsoever, he decides to sculpt the drawing, because being able to draw obviously means he's a great sculptor. Anyway, time for more tits at the local strip club, where the Jinn shows up to enjoy the entertainment. I really can't say enough about how butchered the character of the Jinn is. He's supposed to look on humanity as playthings. Even in the first one, he had an interest in women, but this is insanity. I genuinely would love to say it's a different Jinn, but sadly, that theory is about to be blown out of the water very soon. Lisa arrives at her store to help out as her friend didn't show up for work, and then immediately has to leave. Just as luck would have it, the hunter who's trying to find her and kill her shows up at the store. He walks around a bit, not saying anything, and then the store attendant maces him, which gets him to talk about the Jinn for a second, and then... and he's the good guy. Back at the strip club, the Jinn has asked Sam to meet him there, with incredibly impotent attempts to get him to wish for the stripper on stage. But at the mention of Lisa and how much the Jinn wants her, he tries a different tactic.
Oh, don't you want to hit me, Sam? Yeah, I think you do. I'll bet you wish you could kick the shit out of me right here, don't you? Come on. Say it.
Okay, considering the lack of a twist and creative thinking on the Jinn's part, that wish really wouldn't go well for him. But frankly, there's not much interpretation there to begin with. Sam leaves, which pisses off the Jinn, and then he starts to get too friendly with the stripper, which is a big no-no as the bouncer tells him to sit down, quite politely actually, but the Jinn insists on being a dick.
Next drink's on me, okay?
Is that right? Yeah. It seems to me that this drink's on you.
So the Jinn is thrown out of the place to get smacked around a bit by the bouncer. He tries to get him to make wishes.
See what you got, tough guy. Is that what you wish me to do? Is that what I wish you to do?
Which is really ineffective and pathetic. And I do enjoy watching him take a beating. It's pretty satisfying. until the bouncer makes a goddamn wish, effectively giving the djinn a power-up.
You know what I'd wish? I'd wish you'd put up a better fight.
Granted.
What the fuck?
So now the djinn can act superior. I find it funny that he's acting that way, despite the fact that he'd still be getting his ass handed to him unless the guy allowed him to be better with a wish. He really shouldn't be so pleased with himself. They fight, with the djinn picking him up and impaling him on some metal pole and throwing him into the trash.
Now is it Mondays and Wednesdays? Or Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Give it up, man. You're not Freddy Krueger, so don't even try to act like him. Then the rest of the djinn show up again.
Why do you continue to delay? Grant the third wish. I am your only hope for freedom.
Excuse me. Can we hear that again, please?
I am your only hope for freedom.
Yep, he said only hope. Therefore, only one djinn on Earth. Therefore, the same djinn on Earth. Therefore, really shitty writing. That line makes any argument completely moot now, and just exposes how lazy the writers are for not bothering to link these films with the first two, which would be fine if these hadn't had numbers on their title directly linking them to the previous films, suckering in people wanting a continuation of the mythos and getting this watered down sorry excuse for horror drivel. The djinn gets the rest of them to piss off with a
Silence!
You really feel his need and want to free them, don't you? Yeah, it's not like he's been waiting centuries to do it or anything. Lisa, while driving, then encounters the hunter, and he needs to kill her before the third wish is granted. The hunter guy seems like some kind of failsafe, but why wouldn't he be awakened when the djinn is? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because, let's be honest, the only reason the djinn hasn't granted this wish is because it was so nebulous and ill-defined. If it was, for example, I'd like a sandwich, he'd go, bing, granted, and the hunter wouldn't be necessary. Basically, what I mean is, it's something to pad out the film and wasn't really given much thought in the long run. Lisa jumps off the road and starts driving down what would seem to be footpaths, until she eventually flips the car over. This director really likes car crashes. The hunter chases Lisa through the forest with ominous music playing mixed with techno. What the hell kind of soundtrack is that? Lisa is cornered, but the djinn is here to save the day. That sentence really shouldn't have anything to do with a Wishmaster film. So the djinn and the hunter start to fight.
Your human form has made you weak. I sense conflict.
There is no conflict.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear where the writers got the inspiration for their sword fighting scenes. There's more swordplay until the djinn transforms properly. Why the fuck wouldn't he do that at the beginning? But we have established he likes to fuck about. As I said, more sword fighting, and then the djinn just stabs the guy, killing him. See what I mean when I said the guy was just there to pad out the script? He shows up, is a mild conflict, and is then killed without having any real effect on anything. More time wasted, thanks to Wishmaster. Lisa gets home being told to stay there by the djinn on the phone, and she finds a letter from Sam saying he's left for good. Can't say I give a shit, honestly. And then the djinn shows up with flowers and wine, cause that's what you get everyone who was nearly murdered. They get down to more goddamn talking about relationships, and then they start having sex. Yes, the djinn actually has sex with her. And that's now 3 sex scenes. I think it's at this point the filmmakers have to admit they'd rather be making porn. I mean, for God's sake, there's been more sex and nudity than there's been deaths in a fucking horror movie. Fuck it. There, fixed. During the sex, the rest of the djinn decide to get in on the action, but it really doesn't stop them, so maybe they're into that. They finish, and after some pillow talk, the djinn tries to get her to finish the wish, which makes Lisa uncomfortable. They talk more in the bedroom, and the djinn admits that he wrote the note that she found. And then the other djinn decide to take matters into their own hands. Yeah, how is that in any way gonna get you what you want now? Clearly it's not just one djinn that sucks at this. After trying to run away, Lisa is confronted by the djinn, revealing himself finally to her. Hey, it's not like there's only 15 minutes left for her to get in on the fucking plot now, is there? And after some running about, she's flung back to where she started because there doesn't seem to be any limit on the Jinn's powers now. Because it's the climax, I guess. He starts to try to convince Lisa to wish for what fantasy she wants to live with him in, which is instantly shattered when Sam shows up. And the Jinn starts making the usual threats by torturing Sam, taking back the wish and his ability to walk with it. But Sam produces a gun and starts shooting, hitting the Jinn first as the lawyer, then as himself, and then the Jinn appears as Lisa, which is a real conundrum, despite the fact she's standing right next to him telling him to shoot her. So he unloads the entire clip into the Jinn, possibly working off some frustrations there. But after being told guns won't kill the Jinn, Sam makes an obvious wish.
I wish I had a way to kill you.
Granted!
Oh my god! Why would you do that? The Jinn just gave him the very thing that can kill him. Seriously? That's really fucking stupid. Especially because Alex and Morgana asked pretty much the exact same question and they got fuck all. Because it shouldn't be that easy. But fuck it, I've had enough of this crap. The Jinn stabs Sam with the sword and Lisa sees that it's protruding from his back. And quite simply, she pushes the Jinn onto the sword so he's dead again. And so is her boyfriend. Movie ends, thank fuck for that. Wishmaster 4. Fuck me. These films got worse and worse. And this is definitely the worst the series ever produced. I don't need to explain why. You just saw it. My fucking god, what insane cretin allowed this god-awful piece of shit to be made? We are talking about a series that started with Wes Craven, Robert Englund, Andrew Divoff, and ended with this soft-core pornography with a plot. This isn't just bad, it's downright disrespectful to, in my opinion, a classic horror movie. As far as I'm concerned, Wishmaster is a movie. Singular. Let the rest burn and fade away. Because no one gave a shit while making them, so why should we now? So that's how it ends, ladies and gentlemen. Not with a bang, but with that. I'll see you next time with something I can guarantee is better than this shit. Oh, and if you're worried about that prophecy at the beginning, don't be. I made sure and pick up one of these. So that's good. As I said, I'll see you next time.
Well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves. Scheherazade had 1,000 tales. But master, you in luck, cause up your sleeves you got a brand of magic never fails. You got some power in your corner now. Some heavy ammunition in your camp. You got some punch, pizzazz, Yahoo and house. All you gotta do is rub that lamp.